Okay, so we are at Ken Brown's house. Okay. And this is the pipe that we have exposed in this bedroom area. We have cut in so that we can put the camera in the line, and we are now headed towards the hallway. And we've got the same condition in the pipe as far as scaling. And then as you can see, when we head towards the fittings here, it looks like we've got some spacing in the fittings. Keep in mind the camera is not self-leveling, so currently it is upside down. Okay. And right there. Okay, so we're going to locate that and see what that branch line does. I'm currently going to locate and see where this branch comes from or goes to. So upon locating that branch line is just inside the hallway area over there. You can see how that line is deteriorated, that fitting is deteriorated. So we're going to run a test right quick and see if we can determine what that branch line actually is. Okay. Okay, Chandler, shut it off. Okay, so Chandler went and turned on the kitchen sink. Chandler, shut it off!
It's shut off!
Chandler went and ran the kitchen sink, and that is what poured into that branch line. So the kitchen sink does tie in fact, right there in the hallway area. So we're going to let the water dissipate a little bit, and then we will go again. Okay, so as we're sitting here right where the kitchen ties in, you can see that if we back out, okay, the water is barely flowing. And then as we go forward back towards where that tie-in and that fitting is, you can see, can't determine if the bottom of the fitting is gone or if we've got a slip there or what we've got, but we are obviously holding. From the way the camera jumped right there, I would say that that fitting has slipped or is broken because of the way it caught. Now we are past that fitting. We're holding less water, but we're still holding water. And then we have another fitting up here ahead, right there, that looks like it tees off. So we're going to go locate that branch fitting.
Want me to run the water real quick?
Yeah, run the water in the lab. So it looks like that branch line comes off right underneath the wall that separates the hallway and the bathroom. We're going to run some water down the lab and see if that is in fact a lavatory. And Chandler ran the lav in the hall bath, and that is the water flowing from that. So that fitting, that branch fitting, in fact, does go and catch the lav in the hall bath. We will let the water go down a little bit, and then we will continue. I would like to make note that we are only where we're entering the pipe from where the first tie-in at the kitchen line was. We're probably only about 5 more feet up, and we do not have water flowing through this hole in the pipe that we have currently, so it isn't getting any further than right there in the hallway. And then it's just holding water and solids and whatever. So now that we've determined that that tie-in is the lavatory in the hall bath, we're going to go forward and see what we can see.
You want me to mark that?
Well, I believe that's the drop for the toilet, but
Well,
that would be my guess. Let's go ahead and see if we can locate it. can see the heavy pitting and the heavy scaling on the inside of the pipe there. That's one actual piece of pipe that we've actually got a pretty good read on there. That we can actually see the deterioration. Alright, we've got another tie-in here, and we're going to see if this one goes over towards the vent that goes up, or just possibly catches the toilet. Okay, this is the piping that's over in that hall bath. You can see that the backups and stuff have basically just impaled the sides with all kinds of buildups due to the backup. It's pitting out all of this cast iron. Most of these fittings and stuff seem like they've got a lot of wear and a lot of slippage on them. And like I said, I can't determine the reasoning why we are still holding water in a mid area. So, and that's right there in the hallway where the kitchen ties in, the lab ties in, all that stuff for the other bathroom. So now that we've seen that and we've got that label, what we're going to do is we are going to pull back out, come back out, see what we can see, and then we're going to feed the other way, going towards the master bathroom and out towards the outside clean out and see what we can see. Okay, so now we are gonna go down, I'm sorry, we're gonna go the other way. We're gonna go towards the master bath and towards the line that's outside. Okay, so right away we can tell that we got breaking the pipe here because we got buildup. Looks like so we got some dirt coming through, some mud coming through. Yeah, you can definitely see major, it's like this is all buildup from cracks in the fittings, cracks in the pipe. Here we've got quite a bit of buildup. You can see all the stuff that's stuck on the upper sides of the pipe and everything is due to the backups that have been compacting all this inside the pipe.
Are those spider webs?
As you go through here, you can see that we most definitely have a fitting that has slipped because we've got that lip right there. And then as we continue out, pipe all pretty well looks the same. We've got some spaces that look like they're starting to oblong, like it hasn't collapsed yet, but it's going to. Otherwise, we have a bunch of buildup, and once we get buildup on the top side of the pipe, we know we have an issue. This is where it connects to the outside, the transition from cast iron to PVC, and this all appears to look okay, maybe a little bit of slippage, but you can see through here, even in the PVC, that the buildup has caused a lot of issues in the pipe, because normally PVC on the top side of the pipe stays pretty well clean if everything's functioning properly. To the PVC and see how we look. Okay, so this is out in the PVC that's out in the yard. We're going to go ahead and locate it, take a look at it, because as you can see, we have quite a slip fitting right there. And anytime you have a fitting that's separated like that, it is bound to catch debris, solids, things like that, cause clogs. So we're going to go ahead and locate that, just take a look at it, because that is a good inch or so of separation. So that's going to be prone for roots to come through, solids to clog up on. Get it? Okay. So we got that located, so we're going to keep on going. So yeah, it looks like at each one of these fittings we got at least an inch of separation. So we're going to locate that one and see what we got going on there. What's up?
So that last one you had me mark is right.
We're going to go ahead and mark this tie-in here as well. I do believe that this is probably where the laundry comes out and ties in out in the yard. But we're going to make sure. And I believe the other one was the extra clean out that's out there in the yard. So
So is that where it drops in?
no, I think that's where the laundry room ties in right there.
Okay. Mark it real quick. Come on. Yeah.
Okay, so I believe we've seen everything that we need to see. Of course, recommendations are to go ahead and expose this entire line inside of the house and just go ahead and rebuild. We determined that the kitchen does in fact tie in right there in the hallway. So, I mean, recommendation is, since we've already got this floor right here busted up, is to go ahead and bust up the floor in the master bath and rebuild everything in the floor in the master bath. Go ahead and work our way through, continue into the hallway, bust up there, and at that point we can go ahead and re-camera and locate the kitchen line going up, and that way we can go ahead and bust that line up and get that line replaced. Continue through and replace the line to the hall bath, toilet, lav, and tub. And then as we determine the laundry line goes out, ties that in somewheres in the yard out there. But everything inside the slab on the laundry line has already been determined it needs to be redone. So I will get this footage out to you, and we can discuss our next option.